Review Bros back with yet another review in the form of Bodysnatch pre-workout by Bodysnatch supplements. We're going to be working out if it is in fact booty snatch when you get all the chicks because you're pumped as fuck. So stay tuned for this one, guys. We're going to be covering the usual taste, price, label and effects and working out if it's right for you. And if you are new here, please do hit that subscribe button and tick the bell icon. It really does help us out. We want to grow this channel and make it a big one. That's what she said.
That's what she said!
Okay, so now you're thinking, cool story, bro, but tell me about the product. And I'll start with the taste.
You can get a taste.
So it comes in two flavours. The one we've got is grape and the other one is blue coconut. So I'll drop a little video here just so you can sort of see how it looks, mixes, all the rest of it. You know what? And it was actually surprisingly nice, even though I expected it to come out purple, because even the writing on grape on the front is in purple. It come out more like a green grape. You know, you can get green ones too, right? So I guess it's a green grape. But anyway, it tasted quite nice actually. Surprisingly nice. The only thing that did struggle was the mixability, as you'll see in the video. But in terms of the actual taste, it was actually really nice. It was like a really nice, smooth, sweet grape taste. So I'm going to actually go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10 on the taste front. Okay, so in terms of where to get hold of this product, they don't actually have a website yet. So the only way you can do it is by DMing them on Instagram at Bodysnatch Supps and letting them know that you're interested, and they'll send you the details and take payment. They accept many different forms of payment, so that's not going to be a problem, guys. So it costs
$1 million.
$40 for a 30 serving tub, genuine 30 servings, so that's always a thumbs up from us. We do like that. $40 for 30 servings, not too bad. Actually works out to be only $1.33 per serving, which is respectable actually. And there is a $5 shipping charge for US guys if you do want this.
HDS, sir, and how are you this afternoon? Alrighty then. I have a package for you.
So actually that does put it up to $45, but for consistency we just do the price scale on the product itself. For UK guys, for a translation, that would work out as only £32.27p, which would work out to be only £1.08 per serving, which comes to a solid 7 out of 10 on our price scale. So actually a very well priced product, guys. One other thing to note is if you do want to get hold of this product and you're not in the US, there is a $10 shipping charge, which I still don't think is too bad when you do consider the overall price of the product and the effects and all the rest of it. But stay tuned, guys, we're going to get into all of it. Label time, let's get into it. So it's a 13.76 gram scoop, which is around about average. First up, we've got some vitamin D, you know, just a general all-round health ingredient. But the first main one that we're interested in is pure L-citrulline at 6 grams, which is a decent dose. Double what the clinical is, really. So that's an amino acid that's going to help boost nitric oxide levels in the bloodstream, therefore leading to increased blood flow and pumps. So we like that. That's a staple pump ingredient, so that's always nice to see. Then we've got beta-alanine at the clinical dose of 3.2 grams, so that's nice. That's the amino acid that's responsible for that itchy and tingly sensation that you get when you take a pre-workout that has it. But the real reason it's in here is for its endurance benefits. When it builds up in your system, it helps to buffer lactic acid. Moving on, we've got creatine HCl at 2 grams. Because it's in the HCl form, that's actually a really solid dose. That's going to help with strength and power output. You're basically loading the muscles with water. Moving on, we've got glycerol at 1.5 grams, which is a decent dose again. Again, that's going to help water load the muscles, increasing pumps and blood flow. Then we've got caffeine anhydrous at a decent sweet spot dose of 325 milligrams, which is roughly sort of 3.5 cups of coffee. That's going to help get you moving in the gym. It's the main stimulant in any pre-workout. It's going to just give you a kick up the arse. Moving on, we've got green tea extract at 250 milligrams, which is a decent dose. That's a mild stimulant that's going to work alongside the caffeine anhydrous for some energy. Also has some weight loss benefits as well as a whole range of health benefits. So that's a nice all-round ingredient to have in here. We've got a Reagerensis at a nice dose of 175 milligrams. We have seen up to 300, so 175 is a nice sweet spot amount that's obviously going to work in conjunction with those previous stimulants that I've mentioned. It's going to boost mood, increase focus, give you energy, just put you in the zone really to get a nice training session done. Wrapping this label off, we've got 5-HTP at a decent dose of 100 milligrams. Now, we normally see this in sleep aid supplements for its ability to sort of calm you, you know, its anti-stress, anti-anxiety properties. It does also have some weight loss benefits. I can only assume it's been put in here to sort of smooth over the harsh stimulatory effects, you know, similar to in the way that L-theanine does that. We'll have to just see how it comes together in actual training. There's no digestion aid in this product, so we'll also see if that holds it back. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, so let's talk about effects, the main part you all care about, let's face it. Starting off like we always do with those beta-alanine tingles. Now, it's in there at the clinical dose. Do you feel it or not? I would say you do feel it to quite a nice degree, but perhaps not as strong as you might assume at 3.2 grams. Maybe feels more like 2.5 grams. But I would say that rather than it being an intense 5-minute itch, it's more like a consistent, heating, mild, itchy feeling that sort of drags out over sort of 20-30 minutes. So I don't know if that's due to some other ingredients in there or if it was just myself, but that's how I felt it every time I used it. Now let's talk about something that we probably all know is going to be really good in this product, and that is the pumps. And how can they not be with the L-citrulline at 6 grams, the creatine HCl at 2 grams, and the glycerol at 1.5 grams, and they all come together very nicely. The pumps were actually surprisingly disgusting. The contractions were savage. The pumps were nasty to the point where you were in so much pain you almost wanted to cut the set short. The mind to muscle connection. It just really stood out and impressed me with pumps. I would say probably as the best feature of this product. And sitting just behind that, I would say, is that focus / mood elevation, nice sense of well-being and happy, productive feeling that this pre-workout makes you feel. You know, you really just want to get on and get things done, but in a happy way. You know, it's not an aggressive urgency. It's kind of like a laid back but productive kind of feeling. It's weird. It's almost a different feeling to what I'm used to, and I don't know if that's because of the 5-HTP in there with stimulants, which is obviously a new feeling for myself. I've never had a pre-workout that's had that combination in before, so it's always exciting and interesting to see companies trying these new strategies with ingredients and formulas.
Yes, science!
And I do think it paid off in this one. I would say the energy was above average, but not crazy. You know, you don't feel cracked out and off your face. It's a nice, steady surge of consistent energy with no crash, just drawn out over several hours, and then it's kind of out of your system. So it's very nice energy, enough to train, enough to get things done without feeling too off of your face. So I would say pumps, focus, mid elevation, energy, but very close to one another, all at that top end of the scale. And there's no negative side effects, you know, no extreme sweats or heart rate, no appetite suppression, didn't keep me up all night, consistent every time I used it. So I just really do think this is one of those products where the label does come together perhaps even better than it might actually look. So now, who is this for? I wouldn't say it's for beginners because of certain ingredients in there, namely the Reagerensis for a start. It might be a bit too intense on the pump side of things even for some beginners. So I would say it's very much an intermediate pre-workout and above. I would say that it's on the absolute upper end of daily driver. Obviously, again, with that Reagerensis being in it, you don't necessarily want to take that every day. Or I would say it's on the lower end of Stim Junkie pre-workouts for people that are just dipping their toes into Stim Junkie land. Ah, shit, son! And seeing what it's all about. But for me, it just come together really nicely in training. You know, it just felt like it was made for bodybuilding, for getting shit done, for those juicy pumps, and for making gains. And that's why I'm actually going to land on a 9 out of 10. And Aaron agrees with me. It's been very consistent every time we've both used it, so there's no real complaints, but we have had slightly better, and that's why we're giving a 9 out of 10 on this one, guys. Final verdict on Bodysnatch pre-workout. So first up we had the taste and the mixability, which we gave a 9 out of 10, mainly for the taste. You know, the mixability was subpar, but you can get it down quite easy. You just give it a stir and neck it, it's no big deal. But 9 out of 10 for the taste. Then we move into the price, which come to a solid 7 out of 10 on our price scale. So very well priced product. And then moving into the effects section, we gave a surprising 9 out of 10. It just came together really well in training. We said it's either a very strong daily driver or a beginner stim junkie productive pre-workout. So use your own discretion to work out if it's right for you guys. But overall that gives us a very solid and impressive total score of 25 out of 30.
Ding, ding, ding. What do we have for her, Johnny?
Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section on this one, guys. Do you like it? Have you ever heard of it before? Do you want to try it? As well as anything else you want to see us review, all the usual stuff. And as always, guys, stay stimmed.